August 6th, 2020, blockchain bites. Top shelf. Ethereum Classic was hit again. Instagram is seeing a proliferation of crypto scams, and shipments of Bitmain's latest Bitcoin mining machines have been delayed. Here's the story. In double trouble. Ethereum Classic has suffered its second 51% attack in a week after more than 4,000 blocks were recognized Thursday morning. A chain reorg occurs when a party gains more hashing power than the rest of the network miners, allowing them to rewrite the chain's history and double spend its crypto. Bitfly and Binance reported the reorganization, announcing all Ethereum Classic payouts, withdrawals, and deposits had been suspended due to the attack. The network has suffered major reorg attacks at least twice in the last 2 days. In late July, hackers moved more than 807,000 ETC from an unspecified crypto exchange to several wallets, according to BitQuery. Cryptogram scams. Crypto scams are running rampant on Instagram, and attempts at moderation apologies sometimes adversely affect real crypto influencers on the platform. There are more than 1.3 million Instagram posts using Coinbase hashtag, an overwhelming number of which display inauthentic behavior. In July, at least 3 crypto influencers were temporarily locked out of their platforms as Instagram attempted to stymie scams. Still, Instagram has become a conduit to inform and engage with audiences, particularly in the developing world, where many people rely on mobile phones to access the internet. Power struggle. An internal power struggle between Bitmain's founders has delayed production by months. Orders of the mining giant's latest machines, expected in June and July, will now arrive in September and October, the company said via one of its official WeChat accounts. The delay is caused by external interference over the company's management, the official account said. Bitcoin miners are typically sold via pre-orders that are placed 2 to 3 months in advance, meaning customers who order the machines due this summer could have placed their orders as early as March. Test case. Conflict-ridden Ukraine is embracing cryptocurrency. Our political situation is somewhat unstable, and Ukrainians are tech savvy, so this combination creates incentives for people fleeing fiat to crypto. Gleb Neumenko, a Ukrainian Bitcoin developer who recently got a 100,000 grant from BitMax, said, with the national currency losing value, people are exploring technological means, he said, but that doesn't mean the government is trying to squash development. Regulators are working with crypto entrepreneurs to develop a framework to support crypto, which could remain a competitive jurisdiction of crypto startups. Alex Barnikov, Deputy Minister for Digital Transformation, said. EOS Ethics. A judge choosing the lead plaintiff in a lawsuit against Block.one has expressed concern over the motivations of some parties. The case, which alleges EOS's creator committed securities fraud, could stretch on for many years, making it a lucrative prospect for the lead plaintiff's legal team, District Judge Lewis Kaplan said. A class action lawsuit for 5 investors showed a distinct lack of diligence and commitment that made them unsuitable to become the lead plaintiff in the Block.one lawsuit. Known as the Williams Group, Judge Kaplan said the plaintiffs had submitted incomplete, inaccurate, and unsubstantiated trading data that failed to show how much money they lost from investing in the EOS initial coin offering ICO. Quick bites. Investors suing over status ICO can't find the executives to serve papers. Reflexor Labs raised 1.7 million to build a somewhat stable coin for DeFi. U.S. Congressman Tom Emmer says Bitcoin ain't going away on the block. Crypto venture firm Draper Goren Holm goes big on DeFi. At stake. 3 days ago, David Portnoy, founder of Barstool Sports, invited the Winklevoss twins to explain Bitcoin to him. Portnoy, who the New York Times christened the captain of the day traders, transitioned from sports media to market commentary during the coronavirus crisis. He's become the face of the growing crowd of Robinhood and FinTwit investors who gather around daily live streams where Portnoy picks stocks and half screams into the microphone. Portnoy is clear he's not offering investment advice. In fact, it's unclear what he's offering. His catchphrase of stocks only go up walks the line between parody and a sincere appraisal of irrational markets during this age of monetary expansion and experimentation. Facetious or not, Portnoy has a band of loyal followers with enough weight to move markets. What all these new markets gamblers seem to have in common is utter contempt for the system, almost any system. The Wall Street Journal wrote in a profile of Portnoy, if that statement were true, Portnoy likely would have found himself to Bitcoin sooner. As it is, a recent market move towards 12,000 caught his eye, hence his invitation to the Winklevi. I want to buy all the Bitcoins, he added later. Amazing, Mazari's Ryan Sakis tweeted. Many of the crypto industry see this as a bullish opportunity. The real benefit may be in the mirror Portnoy holds up to crypto, exposing irrationality, just as he does in FinTwit. As Nathaniel Whitmore noted, Portnoy admitted he didn't know how to buy Bitcoin, found wallets confusing, and claimed he may have already lost his stake, all potential barriers to entry to less savvy individuals. Market intel. Hedge trimmings. Bitcoin prices surges 5% on Wednesday, outpacing stocks and gold amid calls for more government stimulus. Bitcoin rose to 11,755 and is now approaching 12,000 for the second time in a week, a level that Bitcoin hasn't sustainably traded above for more than a year. Bets are growing that governments and central banks will have to pump trillions of dollars more into the financial system to stimulate the economy out of the worst recession since the 1930s. Gold surged this week to a new record above 2,000, a 35% gain this year that falls short of Bitcoin's 63% price increase. The Standard and Poor's 500 index is now up 3% on the year, with some traditional investors arguing that stocks have become detached from reality. This insight comes from First Mover, which you can subscribe to here. Dollars decline. Publicly traded businesses intelligence company MicroStrategy said it will invest $250 million of its excess cash in Bitcoin, gold, and other alternative assets over the next 12 months as a hedge against US dollar inflation. CEO Michael Saylor said the weakening USD is no longer a tenable place to park MicroStrategy's $500 million cash reserve. Near zero interest rates, infinite helicopter money, and the specter of coming inflation are all forces, Saylor said, are chipping away at the dollar. Ethereum 2.0, how it works and why it matters, July 2020. Ethereum CoinDesk Research's 22-page report covers the long-awaited Ethereum 2.0, from its technology and development roadmap to potential market impact as the foundational upgrade to the world's largest smart contract platform. Ethereum developers present commentary about the benefits and risks this new technology may bring. Backrunning bots, an architectural quirk in the most used software version of Ethereum Geth, has led to an uptick in spams, according to Certus One co founder Hendrik Hofstad. Transaction spamming is one reason the average Ethereum user fee has increased some 800% since May. Algorithmic trading firms have created bot swarms to watch the Ethereum transaction queue called the mempool. These bots everyone who's listening, close your mouth. Can I help you pick it up off the floor?
Are you filming yourself?
No.
Recording it?
Yes. No. Reasons are many. How much time do you have? It's not enough time. You best go about your business now. Nice laptop. Thank you. Yeah. He must be hot. It's, I agree. Oh, pardon the interruption. Transaction spamming is one reason the average Ethereum user fee has increased some 800% since May. Algorithmic trading firms have created bot swarms to watch the Ethereum transaction queue called the mempool. These bots wait for large trades on DeFi platforms such as Uniswap. After they go through, the bots quickly place orders to take advantage of price movement in what is called a back running. Opinion. Bulls Reborn. Anil Lula, COO of Delphi Digital, thinks crypto is due for a bull run. Converging forces of the larger inflationary economy is the test case for Bitcoin, and a trend of investors reallocating capital away from ghost protocols, the dying token projects from the last bull cycle, into more promising DeFi applications. The foundation for the base infrastructure of the decentralized economy is being laid as we speak. The composability between projects allow teams to iterate much faster than traditional software companies and opens up experimentation going forward, he writes. Lessons learned. Lex Sokolin, CoinDesk columnist and global fintech co-head at Consensus, thinks the U.S. can learn from China's experimentation with open source technologies. Competition in the next century is going to be far more complex than intellectual property ownership. It is going to be waged over multinational open source networks, reintegrating finances and economies into a digital global superstructure. We have to develop clearer way of thinking about this competition, and in this entry we will discuss one such framework, he writes. Podcast Corner going stag. Keith McCullough, CEO of financial media and research firm Hodge Eye, sits down to talk about stagflation, Bitcoin, and why the old wall media distracts rather than educates in the latest episode of The Breakdown. That was August 6, 2020. Blockchain Bites.